them, and they've got big bellies, and these are 1- and 2-year-old babies, 9 months pregnant, and it breaks my heart. And, I don't give money because I don't want them to spend it on drugs. I do give. I've been so nostalgic lately. You ever remember something for the first time since it happened? When I was 3, and I'm recently remembering this, I would shower with my mother, which is completely normal and barely sexual. But her water, her water came from the shower head, and then that would then cascade down and kind of pike off of her 70s Jew bush. That was my shower. For some reason, it was such a happy memory, in my mind. I had my very own curly shower. It was so animalistic, It was like there were no words exchanged. It's not like she said, "You get your water from my pubes," or whatever. She doesn't talk like Fred Butler. I don't know why I did it like that, but it was just like I was a native that knew you could get water from this leaf or something. It was special. And I grew up in New Hampshire, and there were no Jews where I grew up. And we weren't religious at all, but the only time I really felt different or felt Jewish was around Christmas, because the kids would, they'd blame me for my people killing Jesus. And I remember even then thinking, it's not like we killed baby Jesus, you know what I mean? He had quite a run. He was 33. In the olden-timey times, that's elderly. And by the way, you're welcome, because if we hadn't, he would not be famous, would he? Think about it. Like this. I do understand religion because it's a way of coping. We are just animals on this earth trying to get our heads around pretty miraculous things. There are a lot of things that are just beyond our comprehension, and a lot of people can't just go, "Oh, that's just something I will never understand." Think about it. Everyone in this room at one point was a speck, a microscopic dot. I was a speck that exploded up my dad's ball. And that's not even a dirty joke, that is science. Drowning? Okay. My dad, Donald Silverman, who his friends call Schleppy, who does my taxes and calls me every Saturday, there was a time where I was drowning in his cum. And I exploded out his penis hole. It's just amazing to think I was ever that thin. I do a lot of charity work, a lot of benefits. Let's just get back to that for a second. I've worked with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is an amazing foundation as well. Thank you. Oh, wait. What they do, if you haven't heard of them before, they work with terminally ill children and young adults, and what they do is they will grant any wish these kids can think of, except for not dying, which, I'm sorry, is probably all of their #1 wishes. I don't want to be picky. They're an amazing group, but if there was some kind of suggestion box, I would say maybe call it, like, Make Another Wish. There are a lot of young women here tonight, and if I could impart anything, I had a couple tags for that. I should have gone for it, but I believe don't milk the good stuff. There are women here tonight. If I can give you some simple advice, if you can leave here knowing something in your core from me, it would be, I promise you, you do not need a vaginal deodorant. You need a doctor. Okay? If after simple soap and water in the shower, there is still a rancidish bouquet, don't spray perfume on it. That's crazy. I don't want to brag, but a couple men I've been with have told me that my vagina smells like a peach tree dish. Weird. I feel like I have a post-coital verbal tic, because whenever it's over, and by over I mean when he comes, because I have orgasms, don't get me wrong, all the time, but he has to have the last one. There's nothing that's going to happen beyond that. And when it's over, and I tend to go for guys who have orgasms like this. I let that settle down for a moment, and I like to turn to him and go, did you come? You know, we all have insecurities, and they come out in all sorts of ways. Either you have a chip on your shoulder, you feel like you're being disrespected, or, you're really name-droppy, or, you know how people do this? Like, yeah, whatever. They do that, jerk-off motion, and what they're trying to say is that they don't care, Yeah, whatever. So what they are saying is, whatever it is we're talking about right now, I don't care. Basically, they're saying, this is the thing, if they really didn't care, they wouldn't do anything at all. But instead, they're like, please don't think I care, please. And in exchange for you not thinking I care, feel free to know my personal masturbating style. On the note of insecurity. Oh, can you put that good singing voice thing on here? Hi. Oh. If you call yourself a diva, better be a singer and not someone cutting me in line. If you call yourself a diva, you better sing a solo and not be someone treating me unkind. If you call yourself a diva, it better be for real and not some sad, pathetic kind of front.